They're familiar figures we encounter all too often in our schools and workplaces. The older student who picks on the vulnerable younger kid who's afraid to fight back. The manager who embarrasses a subordinate in front of the team and seems to enjoy making employees feel small and weak. They abuse their power to torment others. They're mean-spirited and have a toxic impact on those around them. They trample the basic rules of civility that are essential to a respectful and productive workplace. You know who they are. Bullies. In the workplace, bullying refers to repeated actions directed towards an employee or a group of employees where the purpose is to intimidate, degrade, humiliate, or undermine, or which create a risk to employee health or safety.
Well, we lost another client. I heard they don't like working with us. We're unreliable, they said. Too many issues. I don't believe it for a minute. We all know the real problem, right? The problem is you, Chris.
Wait, me? What did I do?
Grow up and take some responsibility, Chrissy. You sound like you're in kindergarten.
But what did I do? I mean, I don't...
Wow. Can you believe this? Really? Can you? Do you really want us all fired because of you, Chris? Is that it? Are you trying to get us all fired?
But I didn't...
Yeah, right there. You see the problem? You didn't. You didn't think, you didn't plan, you didn't take care of your client.
But it wasn't my...
Oh, here it comes. It wasn't what? Wasn't your responsibility? Is that it? You're going to say this was my client, not yours. Is that it? It wasn't your what, Chrissy? What? We're all waiting.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yes, you sure are.
Not all bullies are this blunt. Some are subtle in their manipulation and abuse, and others are blatantly threatening. Bullies come in all sizes, genders, and workplace roles. They can be a customer, a colleague, or a manager. What they have in common is their willingness to use their position or information they have, or rumors they can spread, or whatever will give them leverage to intimidate, humiliate, and subjugate their targets. And they're cowards. They hide behind their bravado, pretending they have power over you that they really don't have, unless you give it to them. The bully uses bluster and fear to keep their targets from protecting themselves or striking back. They hope to intimidate their victims into submission. How do you deal with someone like that? Some people try to go along with the bully in the hope that they will be spared, that they won't end up a target. They say nothing when a colleague is humiliated. They stand by or even support the bullying behavior, joining in to keep the bully from shifting the focus onto them.
Wow! Can you believe this? Really? Can you? Do you really want us all fired because of you, Chris? Is that it? Are you trying to get us all fired?
Then other times, people just submit, hoping the bully will tire and the brutal behavior will eventually stop.
It wasn't your what, Chrissy? We're all waiting.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you sure are.
And many people just leave, preferring to change jobs rather than continue working in an environment where they're not respected. They may quit without explanation, leaving the bully to continue driving good people away. The organizational costs and employee turnover and low morale can be enormous. So what should you do when faced with a bully at work? Each situation will be different, but here are some guidelines that will help. First, if you feel comfortable doing so, stand up to the bully. Don't submit to their attacks.
We all know the real problem, right? The problem is you, Chris.
Can you explain that? This wasn't my client. How am I responsible?
Wow! Can you believe this? Really? Can you?
Yeah, I don't think anyone can expect me to take responsibility for a mess I didn't create.
If you don't feel comfortable standing up to a bully, get help from a mentor or manager. And if you're not the direct target of the bully, but are aware of their behavior, support the victim in their efforts to confront the bully and make them stop.
Chris didn't do anything.
That's right.
This wasn't Chris's problem.
It's not his fault.
This was your client, not Chris's.
Let's not blame this on Chris.
Keep a record of the abusive behavior and the facts surrounding the incident. If the bullying continues, you may need to make your case to management, and they'll want the facts. To review, bullies come in all sizes, genders, and workplace roles, including customers, colleagues, and managers, and use a wide range of tactics to intimidate, humiliate, and subjugate their targets. Don't try to appease a bully. They're cowards, and count on you submitting to their attacks. If you feel safe doing so, stand up to them and tell them to stop. Document what's happening, focusing on the facts. If the behavior doesn't stop, seek help. If help is not available, remove yourself from the situation. Don't stay in a disrespectful environment or submit to mistreatment. If you're aware of bullying at work, intervene early to help the target stand up to the bully and stop the abuse. If you yourself may be guilty of bullying others, stop. Maintaining a respectful workplace environment is our responsibility, all of us. A culture of respect is supportive, positive, and fosters an environment in which we're all able to do our best work. So choose respect.